What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, War Ubu, and today gonna be doing another low-key, simple video. Nothing too crazy. Just want to do something a little fun, a little unique. We're gonna be rating, not ranking, rating out of a score from 1 to 10 the battle quotes from Devil May Cry 3, Dante specifically. Where did this video come from? Basically, out of nowhere. You know, battle voice lines or the battle quotes, whatever you want to say. Just, you know, the shit characters say in action games while they're fighting. I kind of pay attention to it. You know, one of my favorite games, Kingdom Hearts 2. I think Sora, you know, Haley Joel Osment, he does a great job.
Give me strength!
Voicing him in that game during the battles. And it's a way to, it's a good way to further emphasize the character's personality, right? Just through gameplay. But it's also a way to, you know, endear yourself to the character. I don't know if that's right way to use that word, but it's also a way to get more attached to the character in a more superficial way, right? You know, the way he says shit is cool, right? So the way it's gonna be set up is I have this video that I edited myself. I just went into the game and fucking did the moves, recorded the voice lines, and then chopped it down. So I'm gonna let the moves play out. I'm gonna give it a rating, and that's gonna be the whole video.
Let's rock! Let's rock! Let's rock!
He's saying, let's rock! Let's rock! You know, as he's strumming the guitar, which is a weapon, right? I mean, saying let's rock, you know, that's not like, well, I mean, that is something Dante would say, right? But he's also saying it while strumming a guitar that's a weapon, right? Context kind of matters a little. So what would I give it out of 10? We'll give this one, it's pretty simple. We'll give it a 6 out of 10. We'll give it a 6 out of 10. Nothing too. I don't want to give everything a high rating, so I'll try to start out lower than like higher. You know what I mean? So that one's a 6.
Let's rock! Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay. I mean, that's another kind of generic one. Are you ready? You know, like that's something that like you would hear in almost any game, right? But the way, I mean, I'm probably, you can say this about any of Dante's voice lines, but the way his voice actor voices him, I can't think of the guy's name. It's kind of a long name if I'm thinking about it off the top of my head. And he doesn't voice much besides Dante, as far as I'm aware. But the way he voices Dante is so unique, and it gives Dante he really does sound so unique compared to any other action game protagonist, right? Like he really does make him sound special in a way. So he's saying, you ready? Not really too crazy, you know. He's doing it as he's dashing forward before you do the sword master like long combo with Rebellion. We'll give it a 5. We'll give it a 5 out of 10.
Are you ready? Woo! Ha! Down and out. Ha! Down and out.
Okay.
Ha! Down and out.
Okay, so mainly it's the woo and then the down and out, right? It sounds pretty cool. You know, the way he says down and out at the end there.
Down and out.
I don't know. It just sounds kind of badass. It just sounds kind of badass. But it's pretty simple still. So I'd say it's on par with the guitar. We'll give that one a 7. Give that one a 7.
Breakdown. Breakdown.
Okay, so this one. The ha 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 into the breakdown, right? I don't know why. I really like the ha ha ha. I don't know. It just kind of gets like stuck in my head a little bit.
Breakdown.
And then into breakdown. I mean, why is he saying breakdown? I don't really know, right? Like he stabs him with the sword and then he says breakdown. Like I don't know, but I think this one's pretty good overall. But a little bit better than good. I'll give this one an 8. We'll give this one an 8.
Blast off.
Oh,
Blast off.
this is a classic.
Blast
This move, there's a voice line, one game away from being iconic in a way, right? So he says this in 3 and he says this in 4. Virgil, he doesn't say blast off. He says blast, right? Blast. You know, Dante goes blast off. And he says this starting from 3. He says it in 4. But if they would have had him say it in 5, then it would be this thing that like connects through all the games. Like, okay, he says blast off for his launcher, but he only says it in 3 and 4. If he said it in 5, this would be a 10 out of 10. But since he doesn't, it's not, you know, like it's not cemented as much as I would want it to be. So I'm gonna give it a 9 out of 10 because I still feel like it's got that like iconic flair to it. Like it's simple, blast, you know, blast, you know, like you're going up, you're saying blast off. I feel like it's a 9. You know, I feel like this is one of the first things I think of when I think of Dante. Is the stinger. I tried to stay away from doing general grunt moves because like you can like it's just a grunt. But this the way this sounds, I don't know. It's very distinct. Like I could hear this battle, this little voice clip, and I would know right away that's Dante doing a stinger from Devil May Cry 3. So because of that, that's why I put it on here. But I can't give a grunt a 10 out of 10, right? But it's pretty great as just a fucking a noise. Give it a 7.5. We'll give it a 7.5.
Come on. Ha! Come on. Ha! Come on. Ha!
I mean, pretty simple. A little weak, you know. The come on. Ah! You know, like it's nothing too crazy. I do like the drive move a lot. It's not the best. It's not the best. It's pretty generic. We'll give that one. Let's do one more time.
Come on. Ha!
We'll give that one like a 4 out of 10. We'll give that one like a 4 out of 10. Not the best.
Silence.
Okay. This one has a little bit of nuance to it, right? So the blades that he's using, Agni and Rudra, when you win the boss fight, they're chatterboxes, you find out, right? Like they're like sentient as the blade. So when he's, you know, swinging them around, they're like talking and shit, like, oh, impressive. And then he clanks them together. No talking, right? Like it's like he doesn't want them to talk while he's using them, right?
Good.
So while you're doing the big swiping attack, they're like ha 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 with it, like I don't know, they're just making noises. But then when he does the final hit, right, you know, he says silence, right? That could just be for the enemy, you know, another way of saying, you know, like die basically. He's actually talking to the blades. He's telling the blades in frustration as he does that final swing to silence, to be quiet. So I don't know, like this voice line's got a little bit of nuance to it. I like the sound of the guys kind of ha ha ha, and then the final silence. I think that's a great one. I think I'm gonna give that one a 9 out of 10. I think that one's a 9. Okay, so this one, it's kind of hard to make out what exactly he's saying, especially in the second half. And in the second half, I know for the first half he's saying ashes to ashes, ashes to ashes, right? But in the second half, I have no clue what he says. Like it's really garbled. Let me try. Like I don't know if he's saying like distrust, I don't know what he's saying. And it's also the second voice clip comes out really quick after the like first voice clip, so it doesn't really flow that well. And it's not Dante saying it, it's the blade. So I'd give this one like a 3, honestly. Like it's not that good. Yeah, it's not good.
Lift off! Lift off! Lift off!
Oh, this one. See, this is another great one. This one kind of makes me smile a little bit. The way he says lift off! Like, I don't know. The way he accentuates it, it's so good. It's so, like, he kind of says it in a similar way of saying blast off!
Lift off!
But he's saying lift off! And it's with Agni and Rudra. Is it on par with blast off though, basically, right? I feel like it's basically going against that one. I feel like blast off is a little better. It's a little better. So I'll give this one an 8. I'll give it an 8. Yeah, I could give it a 9 if I wanted to, but I'm gonna give it an 8.
Lift off! Kiss this! Rising dragon! Kiss this! Rising dragon! Catch this! Rising dragon!
Okay. He's saying, catch this. And he hits him with a rising dragon. And he says rising dragon. This is one of the few moves where he says the name of the move as he's doing it. I don't know. I kind of fuck with it. I kind of fuck with the catch this, you know?
Rising dragon!
Into a rising dragon.
Rising dragon!
I think that's an 8. I think that's an 8.
Go to hell! Go to hell! Go to hell!
I think this is another 9. I'm not gonna give it a 10. We're gonna save the 10s for, you know, there's one in the back of my mind that I know is probably gonna be a 10, but I feel like I gotta save the 10 because there's not that many fucking voice lines. I want to give every one of them a 10. This one's a 9 though. The way he says "go to hell,"
Go to hell! Go to hell!
go to hell. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, it's just so cool. I don't know. It's bad. I don't know. It just kind of gets stuck in your head in a way.
Rising dragon! Go to hell! Go to hell!
That's a 9 out of 10.
Sweet dreams. Sweet dreams.
Okay, so basically the sweet dreams, right? After the big punch. I mean, he's saying sweet dreams, like, you know, he's knocking you out after the big punch. Sweet dreams. Again, he says it pretty badass, but I don't know if I want to give it an 8, so I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7.
Chew on this. Chew on this. Chew on this.
He's saying chew on this as he hits you with the ice. You know, it doesn't really connect in a way, right? It's an ice attack. He's saying chew on this, but you know, chew on this. You know, I feel like you kind of hear that in anime and action games, right? That it's just like a kind of go-to battle quote to have your character action game protagonist say, right? So, and he says it pretty well. I feel like you can't give it lower than like a 6, but not higher than a 6. I feel like that's a solid 6. This next one though,
It's cool. It's cool. It's cool.
yo, the way he says the cool at the end of "it's cool," dude, it's a 10 out of 10. I think this voice line can never be recreated. It is so perfect, and it's in context. He's saying it's cool as he does a big ass ice attack. You know, cool ice. You get it? So 10 out of 10, easy.
It's cool.
Easy 10 out of 10.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
Okay, I fuck with this one because he's got the nunchucks, right? So he does the wow! You know, that's a Bruce Lee reference into the too easy. I kind of fuck with this one. I kind of fuck with this one heavy. Let me listen to it one more time.
Too easy. Too easy. Too easy.
That was an 8 out of 10. That was an 8 out of 10.
Easy. Creep. Creep. Creep.
Not the best. He's just saying freeze. And he's doing a little freeze bubble, right? It's got an ice thing. You know, it's a little cool, but he doesn't really say it in like a really cool way, you know, like, you know, just like all the other ones. He says it with like a little like flair. He just kind of says freeze and then does the move. I think that one's like a little, we'll give that one a 4. We'll give that one a 4.
You're gone. You're gone. You're gone.
You're gone! I mean, again, like, it's just, it doesn't really connect with the move. Like, he's shooting you in the fucking face, right? He's shooting you and then he kicks you and says you're gone. I mean, he did kind of blast you away, right? You would most likely be dead, but he does say it in like that like spunky Dante way though.
You're gone. You're gone.
I'm gonna give that one a 7.
I'm on fire. I'm on fire. I'm on fire.
We'll give that one a 6. He's just saying I'm on fire, but he's shooting a sniper. I mean, I guess, but we'll give that one a 6.
Stand still.
I fuck with this one.
Stand still. Stand still.
I mean, come on. Come on. Stand still. He snaps his fingers and then stops time. I mean, come on. And stand still, you know, like that one's a 9. I'm sorry. That one's a 9. I mean, I feel like the effect is kind of boosting up the fucking voice line, him actually slowing down time, the fucking inverted colors, but that one's a 9.
Come and get me.
Okay, now we're getting into the taunts. I couldn't get every taunt because it's a little random which taunt comes out. I thought you needed like a specific style ranking for certain taunts to come out, and I wasn't doing all that. I got some of them, but I think I'm missing like one. So, sorry.
Come and get me. Come and get me. Come on.
I mean, come and get me, right? And he's beckoning you to come on, right? Also generic. You know, any cocky bastard in any anime, in any action movie is gonna say some shit like that. We'll give that one another 7. We're giving a lot of 7s, but I feel like a lot of these voice lines are 7s, right? Like, not necessarily so like a great, super, you know, memorable voice line, but not necessarily bad, because Dante's voice actor is just really, really fucking solid.
Come on, wimp. Come on, wimp.
I mean, come on, wimp. Calling him a wimp. It's kind of cool. Again, I like the animation. I don't think I like it as much as come and get me though.
Come and get me. Come on, wimp.
We'll give that one a
Come
6.
on, wimp.
We'll give that one a 6.
Come on, wimp. You scared? You scared? You scared?
Again, right? Like, real definition of a taunt, right? Because you're all taunts. You scared, right? Another simple one. We'll give it a 7. So far, all the taunts are 7s.
Crazy? Huh. Crazy? Huh.
This one don't even really make much sense. He's going crazy as he backs up and kind of does this. We'll give this one. We'll give that one another 6. I feel like I might have did all the taunts a little dirty, but I think Virgil's got the best taunt. And we're not gonna do Virgil because he doesn't really have that many battle quotes, battle voice lines. So I didn't really feel like adding him in here. But that's the whole video. That's it. I rated all of them. Let me know in the comments your favorite battle quotes, battle voice lines from Devil May Cry, any action game, Bayonetta, Kingdom Hearts, any fucking game where the guy said anything and that's just stuck in your head. You were like, oh man. Put it in the comments. Let me know. We'll talk about it. And yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching.